When it comes to the topic of Mahasiddhas, we definitely have to agree that some are far more important than others. We have three basic categories. We have Mahasiddhas, which are well known and identifiable. We have Mahasiddhas that are well known but not identifiable iconographically. And then we have Mahasiddhas who we don't know who they are and we really don't understand or know their iconography. So there's these three kind of categories. But from all the different systems of Mahasiddhas, we do have a group of eight, the eight great siddhas, and there are different ways to list these siddhas and who to include and who not to include, and sometimes it depends on region, sometimes Buddhist tradition, and sometimes it depends on time period. In the 18th century, Situ Panchen preferred one siddha over another siddha in a particular list of eight. And that's perfectly fine. There are no rules for who can be included and who is excluded. We have over 10 systems of the 84 great Mahasiddhas, and we have numerous systems of listing the eight great. But in terms of the eight great, one that is very important is the Mahasiddha Luipa. Luipa is important because he is very prominent in many of the lineages of Chakrasamvara. So therefore he appears in the lineage registers of many early paintings of Chakrasamvara, and as well as later paintings. So he's very consistent in appearing in the lineages of Tibetan Buddhism for the Chakrasamvara practices and the Chakrasamvara system or cycle of tantras. Now, he's also important because of the 84 great Mahasiddhas. In at least three of the systems, the Abhayakaragupta, sometimes known as the Abhayadatta, and then the Sakya Shalu system, and I believe the Gyantse Monastery murals of the 84 Mahasiddhas, then Luipa is the first mentioned. He is the first Siddha listed in those three systems, and possibly other systems as well. A little bit of study needs to take place to just check all of the different systems to see where Luipa appears. What is also interesting is he seems to be in all of the 84 Mahasiddha systems. So he's definitely one of the more important. He is definitely the cream that rises to the top when churning for the Mahasiddhas. Now, he's included in most systems of eight great Mahasiddhas. Now, how do we recognize him? We recognize him because he is holding or eating fish entrails. So whether it's a painting or whether it's sculpture, if you see entrails or you see often an upside down fish because it's being cut open and then the bottom of the fish is exposed and the entrails are being pulled out. So Luipa's famous in iconography for eating fish entrails. And they're also bad fish. The Vajrasana text states that these are not good fish. They're like poisonous fish. They're bad fish. They're evil fish. They're fish that eat other fish. So there is an emphasis on that they're bad fish. So Luipa is very important. He also belongs to a set of three siddhas called in Tibetan Lu Nakadril Sum, and the Lu here means Luipa, the Naka means Krishna Charan, and the drill is Gantapa. So these are the three most important siddhas for the Chakrasamvara cycle of practice: Luipa, Krishna Charan, and Gantapa. Now, if you like this series of videos, then you can always press like, you can share with a friend, you can subscribe. If you want to help further the work of Himalayan Art Resources, then you can join HAR on Patreon and become a donor.